We have some more updates on the case coming out of France to do with Gisele and her disgusting husband. A huge case has come out of France to do with a 70-year-old man who for a decade, probably longer, was drugging his wife and then getting men off the internet to come and essay rape her. These assaults, from the records on his computer, happened between 2010 roughly to 2020, which is when police caught him. Now, the case has only started now in 2024, and I believe that the first court hearing has happened. It is my understanding that the husband has basically pled guilty and has not denied any of the charges. From the records, there were around 73 different men that came to assault Gisele. Out of the 73 men, 51 of them have been identified by police using facial recognition. Some of these 51 men have, during police reports, said that they didn't know that Gisele was drugged and that they believed that she was sleeping. Gisele's ex-husband and the perpetrator to this whole cause has come forward to the police and said that every single one of those men knew exactly what was happening. And I mean, even if he didn't say that, it's pretty obvious from some of the other instructions that he gave the men. Some of these instructions included not wearing perfume or cologne or aftershave, included keeping their nails short, and if they did smell, he asked them to shower in his shower before assaulting his wife. All of these instructions were put into place by her ex-husband to make sure that she didn't wake up during the assaults. Apparently, he had approached up to 100 people, but around 27 of them had said no. And the only thing that gets me is, why did none of those 27 people come forward? But to understand that, you have to understand that the way that he found these men was through a popular website, and that is how they titled it, a popular website. I don't know what the website entailed, but the website has now been shut down. All of these men on this said websites were obviously there for the wrong purposes. Again, I don't know what this website was, but it's just coming off as disgusting and creepy, and it's obviously been shut down for a reason. A lot of people have asked what type of people would come and do this to this poor woman who was in her 60s. Well, you'd be surprised to know that a lot of them were doctors, nurses, respectful jobs. Like, it just shows you that you really just can't trust anyone. On top of it all, Gisele says that she only recognized one of the assaulters, and it was one of her neighbors who would come round to her house to like look at their bikes, help her fix things. She would see him in the bakery, they would say hi, and she said in her own words, "Little did I know that this man that was coming round that I was saying hi to was coming to my house to assault me." It's just fucked up. Gisele only found out what was happening to her in 2020 when police showed her the evidence. She has come forward and said that she couldn't bring herself to watch any of the videos until spring this year. Now, I think this has to do with the court case. I think that to go to court, she had to watch all the evidence so that she knew that she could speak against it and pick out specific details that she can point out. Again, the strength of this woman is beyond belief. The other reason she's decided to take this court case public is to help any other women out there who might have similar symptoms, to just help them be like, hey, this could be happening to you too. So she's putting her own comfort aside to help other women because she would not want anyone else to go through this. As I said in my last video, this disgusting man also had a file on his computer of his daughter. Again, I have no more information around that. I think it is just nude photos of her. In the first court hearing that has happened, Gisele was supported by her daughter and her son. Apparently, when she was on the stand and she was talking about how she felt after seeing all the pictures, she said that she felt like a bit of a rag doll with the way that these men were treating her. I think one of the things that's so disturbing about this case is that she describes her marriage as a seemingly happy one. And I think that's one of the main reasons why she didn't see anything weird. Like, she didn't think any of the symptoms that she was having, like, she never thought it had anything to do with her husband, any kind of foul play going on. Like, this woman was genuinely going to the doctors with all of these symptoms, thinking like there was some sort of medical explanation behind them. And what's worse is her husband would drive her to all of the doctor's appointments, I'm sure just to make sure that he didn't get caught out. But he even drove her to a CT scan. Like, it's fucked up. This court case is due to be finished in December, so we're going to find out in that month what the verdict is. But I think already at this point it's very clear what that's going to be. But the last thing I want to say is that I've seen some of the headlines that's come out of press in the UK, and some of you need to get fucking fired, okay? Because I saw one that said that she was coming out to get revenge on her husband. This is to all press out there. In a court case like this, your opinion is fucking irrelevant, so do your fucking job and report on it as it's said. No one asked you if you think it's revenge. No one gives a fuck about your opinion. We've moved on from the times where the press had all the say. Like, there's people out there to call you out, and we're gonna fucking call you out on it. That was disgusting.